Hello, this is an overview of a 2-in-1 remote for BFT. This is a new third modification. The current remote is the result of a software overhaul of the previous model. The software was changed dramatically. The current remote has three modes. In the first default mode, the remote emulates the original BFT Mito 4 remote. In this mode, 2-in-1 remote completely emulates the original. It means that the remote is paired with any BFT automation equipment in the same way as the original remotes. The buttons of 2-in-1 remote mirror the functions of the original remote. Mode 2 is copying mode. It copies in the same way as BFT replay remotes. These are original remotes with a red button with a copying function. This means that you can make a copy of a remote outside of range of the receiver. And this copy will work provided the remote programming function is not disabled on the receiver. On the control board of the receiver, right there is a dip switch, and depending on the on-off position of the switch, remote programming will be either enabled or disabled. If it is enabled, 2-in-1 remotes will work with any automation equipment in the copying mode. In case remote programming has been disabled on the receiver, 2-in-1 remote for BFT may be used in mode 3. It is guaranteed to work with Clonic series automation equipment. Okay, now let me show you how it all works. First, I will need to check that the remotes are not already paired with the receiver. Okay, now let's try to pair several remotes with the receiver nominally. To do that, press the corresponding Learn Code button on the receiver. Simultaneously press and hold down A and B, then release them, then press the button which you want to program. Let's check it. The light indicator on the receiver lights up to show that the automation equipment has been activated. Let's now pair an original remote. As you can see, pairing was successful. The remote now works. This was nominal pairing. Let me now show you how to program a remote by placing it face-to-face with another remote. Let's, for example, use this remote, which is not yet paired. To initiate the copying function, simultaneously press A, B, and D, then immediately release B and D while continuing to hold down A. Place it face-to-face with the original. Press and hold down the two buttons on the original to send the secret code. Release the buttons and tap on the button you wish to copy. Let's check that. One press of the button on the copy will pair it with the receiver. Press it again to activate the automation equipment. The copying is the same as with the BFT replay remotes. Let me show that too. I will now program this remote. However, the procedure is a bit different. You will need to simultaneously tap on two buttons 3 times. The light indicator will start flashing rapidly. Place a previously paired remote face-to-face with our original BFT remote while simultaneously holding down A and B. The 2-in-1 remote will send the secret code. The next step is to assign the activation button on the clone. Let's check it. We have set up the original BFT replay remote. As you can see, the copying procedure is a little different, but the principle is the same. As I already explained before, in here we have a dip switch. The position of the switch enables remote programming. Let's try moving the switch to off. Now remote programming has been disabled. This will disable the remote programming on the receiver. Let me now show you whether it will work this time. Let's take a previously paired remote. Here we also have another BFT replay remote. As you can see, it is not paired with the receiver. Let's try copying the original to it. Let's place the two remotes face to face. Press the required button combination. There, the remote has been copied. Now let's copy this button. As you can see, it doesn't work. It cannot be paired with the receiver. Remote programming has been disabled. This one works. This one refuses to. Let me now demonstrate with the help of our 2-in-1 remote for BFT how we can make it work. The copying process is the same as shown before. Simultaneously press A, B, and D, then quickly release B and D while continuing to hold down A. Place it face to face with the previously paired remote. This one, for example. Hold down the two buttons so that the remote can send the secret code. Then, after the indicator has blinked once, release the buttons and press the one button you want to copy. Now the copy remote won't work right away. That's because remote programming has been disabled on the receiver. To make it work, we will first need to switch it to mode 3. Simultaneously press and hold down B and D. 2 flashes means it is now in mode 2. After a few seconds, it will blink 3 times. It is now in mode 3. Let's check. We can see that the command signal goes through. Please note, however, that you will need to hold down the button a little longer. On the bright side, this remote does not occupy a memory bank in the receiver, and you can make any number of clones. This clone will work in parallel with the original remote without cross-interferences. The only thing to remember is to hold down the button until you see the flash or until activation. The remote comes with the instruction manual. It provides an overview of the remote and programming instruction. Read the instruction manual carefully before programming your remote. And thank you for watching.